Hey, what's goody, Fry Gang? Oop, wait, wrong intro. Hey. Wait, were y'all expecting a video today? Because I wasn't. Shit, me neither. Anyway, but how the hell? How is Future Redeemed already a year old? How is it already a year old? How? What? How is Future Redeemed already over a year old? It feels like it just came out a couple months ago. Well, maybe because I'm thinking about side order, but still, it's oh my god, it's already a year old. That's insane. So I mean, I just wanted to give my thoughts on, oh, was Future Redeemed worth it? All right, did it live up to the hype? And I don't care that I'm late. All right, I don't care. I'm not gonna do that whole 1 year retrospective. All right, I'll drop this video whenever the hell I feel like it. So I feel like dropping it now. All right, this is my channel. If you don't like it, you can get the hell on up out of here, boy. Anyway, Future Redeemed, I think, was an amazing game. All right, there were two different sides to it: people that were satisfied and people that were unsatisfied with it. Some people thought it was going to be a sequel. So there's two camps about a prequel about the founders and a sequel about what happens after like post Ionios, once the worlds have gone back to normal. And that's what I don't understand. Why are people so obsessed with finding out about what happened after Ionios, after the worlds like split apart and then reconverged? Like, why are people so obsessed with what happened after it? We know what happened. The worlds recombined. Okay, you know what? We saw that at the end of Future Redeemed. The worlds recombined. All right, the worlds recombined. Noah and Mio, they reunited, they kissed, they fucked, had a kid. The end. Bow. There. Like, what? Are y'all happy now? What else do y'all need? What else do y'all need? We don't need to know what happened after Xenoblade 3, after Ionia split apart. We don't need to know all that. It's fine. God damn it. It's over. The story's done and wrapped up. We don't need to see what happens after. And I mean, it was kind of obvious that Future Redeemed was going to be about the founders before we even knew Future Redeemed was Future Redeemed. Just when we knew it was the Wave 4 DLC, like, it's kind of obvious it was going to be about the founders, because why would they have the monument there in the city? Just like that big ass room all on its own of the monuments, and its own skip travelable landmark there by itself. Got all the founders right there. They had the actual fucking character models with their own little descriptions. It was way too obvious that this was going to the DLC game was going to be about the founders. All right, this is just standard Takahashi foreshadowing. This is just how he does things. Yeah, but we already knew what happened after Xenoblade 3 and Future Redeemed, which, I mean, I guess it was fair that people still thought it would be after, because we didn't see the worlds recombined until Future Redeemed, so how the hell would we know before? Which is fair. But I feel like there are also people that were dissatisfied with Xenoblade 3 because Future Redeemed was the big crossover game that a lot of people thought Xenoblade 3 would have. The way that Monolith Soft, or Nintendo, I guess, was speaking about Xenoblade 3 made it seem like it was just this big, huge crossover. We're gonna have Shulk, we're gonna have Rex, the two parties are gonna be there, everything's gonna be great. They'll have combined worlds, so areas from Xenoblade 1, areas from Xenoblade 2 all mixed together. But no, none of that really happened at all. The only thing from Xenoblade 1 and 2 that were in 3 were like remnants of older areas, and even then not that much, or just like Blades and Machina, Hyentia. That was really about it. There was really no connection. I guess Nia and Melly, but there wasn't really any connection to Xenoblade 1 and 2 until Future Redeemed, because then that's when we got Shulk, we got Rex, we got fucking Ontos, so we finally learned that Alvis is Ontos, confirmed. We know where the third Aegis core went. We got lore on that. We got lore on the, or not really lore, but an exposition of the Xenoblade 1 and 2 world. Do y'all remember that cutscene where Rex and Shulk were telling Matthew everything after they fought Nahel, and it showed the cutscenes from Xenoblade 1 and 2? Oh, I love that moment in the game. It's amazing. Just seeing Xenoblade 2 again and not Xenoblade 2 is just incredible. Well, yeah, I think Future Redeemed was amazing. The characters were great. I mean, Shulk and Rex were there. Fucking Rex, my guy Rex was the absolute goat. Absolute goat. They made him so broken in Xenoblade or in Future Redeemed because just Rex is just that guy. Right, we got Glimmer, so we saw Pyra and Rex's kid. So Xenoblade 2, or fuck, why'd I keep saying that? Xenoblade 3 was kind of a love letter to Xenoblade 2. How? I'm not really sure exactly, but I mean, I guess it was. But Future Redeemed felt much more closer and more pandering to the Xenoblade 1 fans. I mean, literally, Colony 9 was right there. Like like actual Colony 9 from Xenoblade 1 with the music and everything. And even when you're fighting in Colony 9, the base Xenoblade 1 battle theme plays, all right? So that was there. I think there's other like Xenoblade 1 references in the areas somewhere. I don't quite remember, but I think the story for Future Redeemed was kind of not misadvertised, but it was, the story for Future Redeemed was about finding Niall. When we read the statues in the monuments in the city, it was kind of making us believe that, oh, the story of Future Redeemed would be the fight against Mobius, like when Mobius first destroyed the city in our quest to rebuild the city and fight Mobius for the first time and unlock Ouroboros. None of that happened. That all happened in cutscenes. And destroyed the city in a cutscene. I mean, we fought him like what, twice? And like, it's not even a fight against Mobius, it's just a fight against N, because that motherfucker is everywhere, fucking everything up all the time. So we were led to believe that it would be a fight against Mobius, rebuild the city, unlock power of Ouroboros. It would have been badass, but it's just Noah looking for his cat girl sister. That's really all it was. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I love Niall. I love the story. The story was very enjoyable, especially the parts where we got some Xenoblade 2 information, like when we finally learned about the Ontos core after the, or before the Niall fight. All the stuff with A and Alvis. Future Redeemed skyrocketed Alvis as one of my favorite characters. I've already liked Alvis a whole lot, but after Future Redeemed, he's like top 5. Alvis and by extension A are top 5. I love this character. And if you think about it, Alvis is kind of, he's really living up to his Aegis Core self, because it's just like Numa. It's like Numa is one whole entity and was split off into Mithra and Pyrus, so 2 separate ones. Just like Alvis was one whole entity and then split off in Alpha and A. So keeping the continuity is so nice. It's so nice, okay? And then Future Redeemed, it was just playing the previous games really makes Future Redeemed so much better of an experience, because then you get to see the importance of Rex and Shulk and why everyone is freaking out about them being there and why they're important there, and all of the references about the Aegis cores and other things, why the Aegis core matters, what the hell is an Ontos core, all right? Why is everyone freaking out about the green core in Matthew Fong Wong's Gauntlet? Like, what is that green core? Like, you have to play the previous games to fully get the full experience of Future Redeemed. And then the ending, bro. Oh, with the radio. I'm so glad I played Xenosaga. Yes, I'm on Team Xenosaga for this. Xenosaga versus Xenoblade X. I'm on Team Saga. Y'all already know this. But I'm so glad I played I'm so glad I played Xenosaga before Future Redeemed, because I wouldn't have understood shit. I wouldn't have known who Dmitry Yuriev is, why everyone is losing their mind about the goddamn logo on the radio. What the hell is that about? Who's Dmitry Yuriev? Okay, all of these different details. Who's Dmitry Yuriev? It was insane. I'm so glad I played Saga before Future Redeemed. And then the ending when the worlds recombine and then we saw Cosmos, I mean the blue light, falling back down to the Lost Jerusalem, I mean the planet. That's oh my god. Playing Xenosaga really, maybe it was to my detriment. Maybe playing Xenosaga was to my detriment, because it got my hopes up for Xenosaga related stuff after Future Redeemed, and then we just don't get it. So maybe it wasn't a good idea, but at the same time, come on, bruh. Come on. so much was hinting at Xenosaga, and there's a reason why me and other people are such heavy advocates for Saga, because there was just so much Saga stuff hinted at there. It's not just random references, it means something. This is Takahashi we're talking about. Shit. But yeah, Future Deemed, it's around the same size as Torna, if not a little bit longer. It took me 45, no, it didn't take me 45 hours to beat. I think it took me around like 19-20 hours to beat Future Deemed, and then for Torna it took me closer to like 50-60, but that's because I just did a lot of side content and, you know, didn't make a playthrough of that, so I didn't have to rush. But Future Deemed overall was a pretty solid game. That was the crossover game that everyone thought we were getting at first, and I think I prefer base game just because I've played it more, and you know, it has Mio in it. Of course I'm gonna prefer base game because of Mio. I mean, yeah, Niall's there and that's cool, Alvis is there and that's cool, but come on bro, Mio, what else do I have to say? And I mean, it's just a lot more content to the game. Future Deemed was well worth the hype. It actually surpassed my expectations. Normally I like to go into games without really having any expectations so I don't get disappointed, but I was expecting a lot from Future Deemed. Ever since I saw Alvis and then Rex and Shulk were there, I was like, whoa, this game is going to be fucking huge. This is going to be a big deal. And I played it and it surpassed my expectations. It was so much better than I thought, especially at the end with the fucking radio. I'm telling you, if I didn't play Xenosaga, Future Deemed would not have impacted me as much as it did, especially the ending with the radio. That whole radio sequence wouldn't have meant anything to me if I didn't play Saga first. Okay, I wouldn't have recognized any of the references. I mean, I didn't at first because I was just so wrapped up in the cutscene. I wasn't paying attention to the radio. But I think I saw the radio, like the logo, and I was like, wait, what? Vector Radio, Xenosaga? But it was great. It was great. Future Deemed was one of the best Xenoblade experiences I've had. Just after playing Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2 for so long and just knowing so much about the worlds and the lore and just seeing all that come together in Future Deemed as one huge, not really send off, but stopping point to the series. It's great. Future Deemed is peak gaming. I normally don't use that term, but Future Deemed really is just, oh, you need to play this game if you've played the other ones. If you're a huge fan of Xenoblade 1 and 2, play Future Redeemed. Even if you didn't enjoy Xenoblade 3 because it wasn't as Xenoblade 1 and 2 mixed as you thought, play Future Redeemed. That will hopefully quell all your sorrows that you had from playing Xenoblade 3. Future Redeemed is such an amazing game. I know people always talk about how great it is, but I don't think people truly understand just how important and amazing Future Redeemed is to the series. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's great. All right, I love all the Alvis shit in there. And again, I keep thinking back to the story about how it was supposed to be the fight against Mobius, rebuilding the city, when that was the least important thing in the entire game. The main thing was finding Niall, and then we find her, and now we got to deal with Alvis. So like the big main overall big bad of the game is Alvis, not even Mobius. I mean, hell, even N joins us to fight fucking Alvis and his Deus. He turns into Deus, so we got some Xenogears shit up in there too. It's great. It feels like the Future Deemed is just like the culmination of the whole goddamn Xeno series. We got Deus up in there, so we're playing the ending of Xenogears, and then we have the radio with Xenosaga, and then everything else with like the Onto's core, that's all Xenoblade. So we got the whole Xeno series all wrapped up into one. But yeah, I think that's all I need to say. I forgot like 80% of the stuff I had planned to actually say. So I guess I'm just stopping here. This was, I miss doing these type of unhinged rants for this channel especially. Maybe some people don't like that, but I mean, if you don't, then go watch somebody else. I know some of y'all enjoy my unhinged rants like this, right? I enjoy doing them, but yeah, that's really about it. See you next mission and play some goddamn Xenoblade.